A local student has beaten off tough competition from all over the UK to win a national public speaking competition. With me now is Daniel Callaghan and his teacher who helped him prepare for the challenge, Maureen Hazel. Welcome to you both. Daniel, first of all, the competition was what?
It was a public speaking competition, a national final for what is an organisation which sort of does these public speaking competitions across the country, and it was the national final for it.
And you won it. Now, you didn't choose the topic.
No, the topic was, well, they gave you a huge list of topics involving very, very dry things, and so I thought the best of it, the best of a bad bunch was is a simple European Union possible? Which
if is a simple European possible was the best, I dread to think what some of the other topics were.
Well,
with the greatest respect to the people who chose the topics.
Yeah.
Maureen, is he a natural?
Not entirely, but he is now.
So the implication is then that you can learn to be a good public speaker. I would imagine you have to have an aptitude initially, do you not?
I think, of course, you have to have an aptitude, and someone like Daniel is quite splendid. But everyone has more skill at public speaking than they necessarily realise. You know, anybody who's done GCSE English can remember having to stand up and make the talk to the class about their pet. And it's a truism that an awful lot of adults will say they'd rather have open-heart surgery without an anaesthetic than actually have to make a public speech. People are terrified by this business.
Is it the fact that they might make idiots of themselves?
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Simple as that?
Yes, and so that's where planning, organisation and preparation, and Daniel's very, very good at that. You know, counting almost the beats between words and really thinking about the potency of what you're saying.
Daniel, you know, you have to suspend your modesty here. Are you judged on the content of your speaking or the delivery and the style in which it's done?
I think it's pretty much all of it. I mean, you have to be able to draft a decent script.
And you have to do that yourself.
And you have to do that yourself.
Your English teacher didn't help you with it and check the grammar and mark it and put "see me" in red pen.
Well,
she spent a lot of time listening to it.
Good, yes, good. But you'd written the speech.
I'd written the speech, and it has to be of a very particular length, 4 minutes, and with only, I think, 10 seconds either side. And you have to draft a speech which conveys a point in that amount of time. And a common mistake that people make is to try and make hugely complex arguments that the audience just doesn't get. And I think it's part of the what you need to be able to do to be able to speak in public is to create a speech that conveys a simple message in a short space of time in a way that people can understand.
Maureen, politicians, TV presenters possibly, market traders, who else needs to be a good public speaker? What can he offer somebody for whom it isn't that there isn't perhaps a direct and obvious benefit?
I think an awful lot of people, when they have experience of public speaking, even if it's something as simple as, say, speaking up at a committee meeting, you know, or doing something in a church or in the community, you see people being absolutely terrified because they don't understand very simple things like planting your feet firmly, thinking about your breath, looking at your audience. And I've certainly had friends who've been terrified about writing and speaking at, say, a daughter's wedding.
Or weddings.
Yeah.
I have 3 daughters. I'm already working on the speeches for them. Very quickly, Daniel, are you going to pursue a career where public speaking's important? Do you fancy being a politician?
I don't know. I'd rather not comment at this stage.
Clearly you're going to be a politician, yes. That's a very good answer and a great point at which to finish. Daniel, very many congratulations. Nice to have met you, Maureen. Thank you for your time.